After looking at this customer's expense, we are not going to use velocity banking in the traditional way with this Navy Federal credit card, but it's just because her utilization is so high that we'll start closing cards down behind her as she makes payments. So we're going to have to do it a little bit at a time. So instead of putting all her income into one card, we're going to spread it across like 3 or 4 cards in a line of credit just to be on the safe side, because they will start closing credit lines down behind you since her utilization stays at 100 plus monthly. So this card is still a good option because even though she puts money on her credit card, she can take off things for rent and things like that she needs cash payments for. So we can still utilize this just in a different kind of way. So let's start out. I think this situation, this is how I would approach it. I would come in here, I would sort my balances from zero or from the smaller amount to the larger amount. So let's do a temporary debt snowball method just to come back to velocity banking. Let's look and see what we can do. Paycheck $738.80, $300 saved up from last scenario. And I'll come here and I'll see how much can $1,000 get me. So if you look down there at the sum column, it's adding it up as I highlight. So from this point over, so $1,003.50. This is how much it'll get me at the 90% utilization. Her Credit One account, her Navy Federal account, her Navy Federal $1,000 account, which is a totally different card, her Credit One, her Capital One, her Capital One Business, and her Ashley Store card. Now, that Ashley Store card, she told me was closed, so I probably would not put $228 there. I probably would just pay the minimum payment whenever that's due, but I probably would go to that American Express and put $228 there. So it'll bring that utilization down to 90%. Because I hate for her to put her whole check on one card and it closed the line down behind her. Now she has no income for 1 week, 1 month, whatever. So I'm gonna give her a suggestion of doing this and let's see how it goes. Okay, she did agree. So we're gonna use the temporary debt snowball method, and then bounce back to velocity banking in a short few months. So let's see how it goes with this. If you do like this chart, you can get this inside of my store. And it's just a good way of keeping up with your credit utilization. So click on the link in the description and it'll link you to the chart if you want to get that. Like, share, subscribe for more financial tips on how to get out of debt.